Few bikes get away from PC Dennis on his Honda. Even fewer will get away from his brand new Suzuki. It's a Hayabusa, a superbike with a top speed of 190 miles an hour. The Hayabusa is a Japanese bird of prey, a fitting name for a predator of bad bikers. First stop this afternoon is the local biking cafe to show visitors the cops mean business.
We'll take the Hayabusa to Motorcycle Cafe. It breaks down barriers.
Bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
I struggle to get the speed anywhere.
It's a cult bike. You know, people will be stood round looking at it, bumping their gums, sharp and take a breath. Is it really a police bike? And what a police got that for? People want to know about it. It's great because it gives me an opportunity to interact with the riders and talk about why we're there.
Has he got a camera on it?
Yeah, which is linked to the video on the bike. Evidence quality as well, so it could be used to court if needs be. And hopefully it just plants that seed of doubt that next time they open the throttle, next time they're riding too fast, that we may just be there watching them.
The CAF is a gateway to some of the best motorcycling roads in the country. A mecca for bikers, some of whom like to ride their luck.
Quite often we find that some motorcyclists will be trying to show off. They'll pop a wheelie or do something silly in front of everybody else just to get some attention.
But it's a different kind of display that PC Dennis is witnessing near the CAF today.
I saw two motorcyclists coming to the junction waiting to turn right towards York. Shortly afterwards, a car pulled up behind them. And as the motorcyclist pulled away, the car pulled out quickly and tried to cut them off, almost forced one of the bikes off the road. That's dangerous driving on behalf of the car.
Bike riders are normally very welcome in East Yorkshire, but perhaps not by everybody, it seems.
I saw a car swerve across the road. We forced them to change the path, made them slow down. What I'd seen, it was a deliberate act by the car driver. That outraged me, really.
This time, PC Dennis is sticking up for his fellow motorcyclists.
Motorcyclists are flesh and blood. They don't have this tin can around them. They don't have the airbags and the seat belts and the crumple zones. It wasn't done carelessly. It was a deliberate act by the car driver.
Everything you just did with those two bikes is caught on this video.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
No.
You don't? What about what you did at the junction?
Well, you see, they must have been waiting there about 5 minutes.
Yeah, for the traffic to come through.
They flew past me.
Okay, that's irrelevant. At the junction, you always had one off.
A lot of people say, no, I'm not interested in seeing it. They don't want to see what they've done and how bad it is.
He was waiting at a junction to pull out. He pulled out and you took a wide line and caused him to swerve.
But I noticed that he had enough room on numerous occasions to get out onto the road.
So what you're saying is...
I didn't know whether they were going to put the bikes down.
Because he didn't pull out quick enough, you didn't like that?
No.
Well, that's careless driving.
I then spoke to the motorcyclist and got their side of the story.
It was on the KTM. That was you?
Yes, I've been coming back from sort of Scarborough area. I went to pass him, he sped up. I went to pass him again later on, and he sped up again. But I thought, well, it's okay, road's clear, so I carried on, and then he started swerving like this, and I had to brake really hard, frightened me to death, and then he's just acting like an idiot.
I was seriously contemplating prosecuting the driver of the car.
To do that, I'll need statements from the pair of you. Are you prepared to go to court on what's happened?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
If you're more than me, well, I would have he's using his car to bully me off road.
Going back to the driver, he had his own allegations. He had his own stories to say about what had been going on.
Well, you see, they've caught me up coming over from, I don't know what the place is, I've just been on the back road. They caught me up, gone past me, and then what the driver at the back who's got like orange discs, I think they are, on his car, he's gone past me doing the sign.
Right.
Which I didn't really understand, because I mean I haven't been driving like I've been on my side of the road. I mean I haven't been braking excessively or anything.
You were trying to intimidate him. You were using your car to intimidate that rider.
Yes, but I'm presuming they're going to get off the bikes and do something to the car or something. They've slowed down for me to catch them up. I don't know why. And I didn't know what he was doing with his feet. I mean, he's gone past his ones with his foot out, showing his arms.
That's because at the junction, you almost forced him off the road. I think the way you're driving, sir, is not appropriate, and I think your attitude to motorcyclists is appalling.
The passenger in the car supports the driver's side of the argument.
I was feeling threatened by the action of those motorcyclists. The one with the orange wheels was coming past us on several occasions, giving the sign.
Okay.
We overtook it. Jack overtook him on at safe places, one thing or another. But I mean, the guy on the orange one, he was just provoking Jack, if you ask me.
I've got a car driver and his passenger saying one thing, two motorcyclists saying another. It became apparent that there was more to it, and this had been going on for some time, which is the typical road rage incident, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Guys,
The unusual situation calls for some unconventional diplomacy.
Either both of them get prosecuted for dangerous driving or careless driving, or they shook hands and made up.
it's road rage and it's got to stop, isn't it? And it can't go on. In future, if you interact with a car and you don't like what they do, stop, pull over, let him go. Don't continue. Next time, don't interact with bikes. Don't have anything to do with them if you don't like what they're doing, because it's only going to end up in one thing, and that's somebody dying. Today, both of you could have been going to court for careless driving. We need to be a bit more grown up and forget about it. All right? Think on, please.
They were happy to take a slap on the wrist, one for a better term. It's not the easy way out. I did see the driver of the car drive dangerously, but it's similar to a domestic dispute. Sometimes you have to allow the parties to have their own say without being judge and jury.
The Rottweiler with the runny